Hey, so I had originally planned on making a video just talking about when it's time to stop watching tarot. And I'm only making this video because I have experience overindulging in tarot readings, and I know how unhealthy it can become and how addictive it can become. And as a tarot reader, while I love reading tarot and I love delivering messages and being able to provide people with something that feels really affirming and feels like it speaks to and validates an experience that otherwise would be deemed unreal or unrealistic or in their head. I love being able to provide people that confirmation. I also know that tarot is something that can be heavily abused because it is spiritual and it is elusive, and it can easily delve into the world of the fantasy and bring people out of reality. It can be an escape. So there's a certain amount of responsibility, of ethical responsibility, I feel like I have as a tarot reader, to make sure that I am not overproducing tarot readings when I don't feel called, and not overindulging people when it comes to giving them exactly what they want rather than what they need. I'm just being honest with myself and making sure that I also put the message out there that you don't need tarot. You know, nobody needs tarot. Tarot is a luxury. Tarot is a gift. Tarot is a beautiful way to connect, but you don't need anything to connect to your spirit. You don't need anything to connect you to whatever you believe in, to connect you to yourself. You only need you. All the answers are truly within you. You don't need me. You don't need tarot cards. You don't need any teacher online. You don't need the Bible. You don't need anything. You have all the answers within you. And it is amazing to have community and to have resources. But if you were alone in the desert, you would be okay spiritually. You wouldn't fall off because there's not this thing giving you the guidance. You know what I mean? It's intuitive. It's natural. You are naturally spiritually connected. And that looks however it looks for you. So that can be its own message. I won't go too much into it because honestly I haven't thought it through. But one thing I will say is that if you find that you are watching tarot readings desperately, which I've done several times, looking for answers and really looking for extra proof around something that you're already feeling, you probably need to stop. If you find that you are watching tarot readings and feeling anxious from what you hear, or feeling anxious before it even starts, and starting to question and doubt your life choices because of what the reading is saying, or feeling like you are making mistakes and like you are failing, or like you're missing out on something because of what the reading is saying, you probably need to stop. Tarot really shouldn't be doing anything that causes you distress. You know, it can be triggering. It can bring up trauma. It can be hard to listen to. It can be tough. But it shouldn't put you in a place of distress, because it shouldn't trigger things that are completely out of nowhere. And it shouldn't make you question your life or make you feel like you are missing out on something, or like you are making mistakes that are pivotal to your happiness. Tarot shouldn't be doing that. And honestly, no stranger online, because we are all strangers to each other, should be able to channel something so intimate to you and so deeply connected to your purpose and to your path and to your well-being. No random person should be able to do that. Anything like that should probably be coming from a personal reading, and even then, you are heavily protected. Just as a soul, your soul protects you. They're not going to give access to information about your life and about your path that is sensitive, and that could be taken the wrong way or misconstrued. So, those general readings really are general. And as a person who does tarot readings online, I'm telling you, they're general. I don't feel like, sometimes I feel like this is a very specific message, but I'm never, and maybe this is because of the way that I channel, I'm never like getting a specific person in a specific place and like feeling like, you know what I mean? It's never like that. These are messages that I easily understand how they go many different ways, you know, and oftentimes they also relate to my own life. So tarot is really complicated. Don't enjoy it. It's meant to be something that you enjoy and something that also can really help you and benefit you, but it shouldn't be something that puts you in a position of distress. So yeah, I guess I'll make this its own video. Just, you know, if you feel overwhelmed with tarot readings, and let me tell you, those videos that are like, this video found you, or here is your winning season, you're entering your winning season if you saw this video, or this is going to happen before you see this, before you see this, or this has already happened by the time you see this video, or you see this video, then this will happen. Like, all of those videos, those are in the same category to me as tarot. Oftentimes those people are also using tarot. They might not tell you that, but all of those like channeled messages, those things, take a break from them. You don't have to click on every video. You can take it with a grain of salt. You know, I know that it feels significant when they title it that way, especially if it's popping across your feed or your For You page and it's "this video found you." It feels very serious, and that is a marketing tactic. And as a tarot reader, I think it's a little bit unethical, and I think we need to have a conversation about that amongst readers. But you know, I can't control what other people do. Unless you truly felt guided to title a video that way, which I don't feel like a lot of people do. I think it's a trend right now to title videos that way, and so people are doing that, but it's manipulative. And I know that, and you know that, because you feel some type of way when you see a video titled that way on your page. Of course you feel like it's speaking to you. That's only natural. And as a consumer, you do need to remember that when it comes to tarot readings and spiritual videos and all those things, you're still a consumer, and they are still a business, and this is still marketing, and they are still going to make money off of your views and off of your engagement, depending on how popular it gets. It's about money, you know. To a certain extent, it's about helping people, but I've seen people cross the line, and you know, spiritual people are not perfect, and people who make those spiritual videos are not, you know, they're not always super engaged with the spiritual aspect of it. And you know, I think you just understand that some of it is marketing and some of it is manipulative, and these are the same people that in a few years, if they go viral enough and get enough of a consistent viewer base, then they're going to tell you how I manifested my abundance and blah 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 blah. And how they did it was through manipulative marketing and making videos that pulled on people's heartstrings and their spirits during times of distress, and made people feel like they were being spoken directly to, even when they were just providing general messages. So, you know, there's a lot of secrecy and not a whole lot of total honesty when it comes to spiritual videos, tarot readings, channeled messages. And I think there needs to be more, and I think it's on us as readers to be honest about that and to call it out when we see it. So that's what I want to do. This was all triggered because I keep seeing this video trend of like, when you see this video, you're entering your winning season, or this video found you. And as somebody who's been in a particularly sensitive place these past few weeks, it's been a lot, because it's been hard to stay away from those videos, even though I've learned my lesson around over-consuming spiritual guidance videos or confirmation videos or things that just make you feel excited, because it's like a drug. And so I've learned my lesson, but it's been hard to stay away. And you know, they really do capitalize on those moments for people like that, for people who are in those sensitive areas. And so just be careful, you know, be accountable for yourself and what you choose to engage with. You do not have to click the video. You do not have to watch it. You know, it's not telling you something that you probably haven't already heard or that you don't already feel. And watching that video isn't going to make the difference. They are not the difference between you getting whatever you're meant to get and you not getting it. There's nothing in that video that you're going to hear that's going to change your life to the point where you are going to miss out on something. Everything that's meant to happen for you will happen for you. No reader can take that away from you. Be responsible.